Quarterback of the league. Oh, what a catch by Jay Nathaniel. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Shooter taking a shot deep. Open target. Her third from left to right. Sets off. Oh,
down.
Watch who he's going to step. He's going to go for it. It fell from the sky into Aaron Ice.
Welcome to the CFSL Thursday night back action. We are live at Husky Stadium. DCAB in the US, 0-3 Huskies host the 1-2 Toledo Rock. That's Tony Papel. Now, I may be cold here in Illinois and snowing. Both these two teams have shown flashes of lightning and got real hot on offense. Tony, what do you expect?
Is lined up for the kickoff.
Well, David, I absolutely expect that we will be in for a thriller today. The snow is going to make everything slipping and sliding, may make people even a little bit faster today. I'm expecting both offenses to come out and try and sling the ball around.
Absolutely correct. I think it's going to be fun for sure, and we have NIU with the ball first. Dustin Roller, a first rush go. I'm sorry, go ahead, Tony.
No, I'm so sorry. I was just caught a little off guard. It looks like, yeah, like you said, Dustin, NIU coming out here with a nice run on first down by Dustin Roller under center in the I formation, handoff up the middle, and that's going to be a quick tackle for a gain of 3.
Yeah, nice rush up the middle on second down. Makes it a little bit shorter on third down, but they're going to have to find a way to convert here.
Yes, they are. It should be, well, they have to get it past the chains. Coming out 3 receivers to the right. Drops back is Olive. Loads of time, throws a deep pass over the middle of the field and just throws it over his receiver. Incomplete. Looked like the wind might have affected that one.
Yeah, that was a nice, strong throw. You want to be able to see a quarterback who can make those throws, but he has to be able to find his wide receivers.
Yes, he does. And that is a quick 3 and out here right now. And Toledo will be looking to get the ball and get in good field position. Pretty good return here by Rock Rhodes, 14 yards. What are we expecting here from Toledo on this drive, David?
Well, Rock Rhodes is a guy that when he has been really effective, Toledo Rockets offense has been amazing. When he goes cold, it seems like the offense does as well.
You're absolutely right. Dropping back, or a little play action there. A little bit bootleg throwing deep down the left sideline. Has a man in the triple coverage. Auburn very lucky that one slipped out of the hands of the defender.
Yeah, and Auburn, he's got 5 touchdowns and 4 interceptions this year. He has shown some great offensive awareness. He just has to show consistency.
Yes, he does. Nice run off the edge for Rhodes. Picks up a huge gain. 19 yards down the right sideline. Took at least 3 NIU defenders to bring him down.
Yeah, that was a nice run. Look, great way to get a first down. Definitely get the offense rolling for Toledo.
Yes, it does. Exactly. Loads of time here coming out of the huddle, making sure they get the play they want. With a double tight end look here in the pistol, brings his wing back across formation. Quick pass, finds his man. Look, cover 2 beater there. Nolan Ellis, 20 yards.
Yeah, that was a great pass right there. Really did a good job leading his receiver. That's the big part right there. And great defense. That was Damian Chambers with the tackle.
Fantastic throw by Auburn on that play. Found his leading receiver. Nolan Ellis leads pretty much every statistical category receiving-wise for Toledo. Comes out in the shotgun, drops back. Another quick pack to a check down receiver, but that one's dropped. That's got to be caught.
And, Albert, he's hoping his wide receivers can do a better job holding on to it. But, hey, look, it's cold. There's snow on the ground. It makes it very difficult.
That's a really good point, David. It's very windy here, 18 miles per hour as well. A quick handoff up the middle, sheds 1 tackle. Rhodes only able to pick up 3.
Yeah, 3rd down and 7. Now, look, 22 yards on 2 carries is a great start, but he has to find a way to get really active and really help take the workload off Albert.
Right, yeah, Auburn definitely not a prolific rusher. Right here stands a little off-balance throw, very awkward. Lucky to get that one away and not have a linebacker in the area.
Yeah, and unfortunately, they're going to have to settle for a field goal after a great drive. But look, you can walk away with 3 points, Tony, on the very first drive. That is a success.
Yes, it is. Rocky Rogers, the freshman kicker, putting that one through uprights. Fantastic job of getting points on the board here early. Points might be at a premium, David, with the weather that's going on.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a defensive battle between the defense and the weather. But here we go. What a great return, Tony. Justice Hall, a 38-yard return there. But, yeah, I think you're right. The defense is going to have to be big and make some big plays here.
That might be the best return of the season for Justice Hall. The third leading receiver for NIU. Great return, setting up great field position. Olive comes out in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the right. Hands it off to Roller quickly, sheds 1 tackle, but cannot shed any more. Drop for a 0-yard gain.
I'm going to tell you, for NIU, we've seen the receiver Breeze, number 5, has some huge catches all year long. He's only got 8, but it seems like everyone's a big one downfield. Let's see if they can find him downfield for a big play.
Under center in the I formation, really letting the clock wind down. Quick handoff to Roller down the right side, loads the blockers. Nice hole. It gets an 8-yard gain before he gets hit pretty hard there.
Yeah, Roller seeing the defense. Good job making a few cuts. Got a little bit further out of the deal. 3rd down and 2, Tony. Very manageable. Your offense can handle those all day long.
Yes, they can. I like what you said. Maybe this might be Damari Breeze territory. That was a good name to call out. Offset I formation, tight end to the right, twins left, and that's going to be a false start. 3rd and 7. Now it definitely might be Damari Breeze time.
Yeah, absolutely. And that hurts. 3rd down and 2 is, that's something you want to be able to have in your offensive literature here. 3rd down and 2, this kind of weather. You don't want to be forced to make a big play. Now you're going to have to be a little bit more aggressive with this play call.
You're absolutely right. This has to get past the line of scrimmage. Cannot throw it short. Olive drops back. Has some time, throws it deep down the right sideline. Oh, that was good coverage by the receiver. We've seen 2 overthrows by Olive and no success really on those deep throws.
Look, the wind is blowing at 18 miles an hour. I don't know if the wind helped carry that ball or if that's arm strength, but nonetheless, it was an impressive throw. It's just a shame the receiver couldn't catch it.
Now, that was very good coverage by the defender. Shame he didn't get a number on that one because that looked like it could have been intercepted, had inside leverage and everything. An incredible punt for the brand punt moment, if you will, by NIU. Get him a scholarship. We'll see what Auburn could do. Hands it off to Rock Rhodes. He had the big run to the right before, trying to get it again. Breaks a few tackles. That's 4 or 5 tackles broken for a 12-yard gain.
That's a huge rush. Rock Rhodes already 34 yards on just 3 carries. He's a big part of this offense, as I said. Real quick, Tony, a score update already over on Twitch. Ohio State 3, Clemson nothing. 4:36 left in the first.
2 similar scores in the 2 ball games so far. Drops back, has time, throws it to the left. That lifts off the defender's back. Off his back again. Trey Reagan Jr. coming up with the deflection.
Yeah, that was a big-time play. I thought they were going to have a chance to do a tip drill and get the interception maybe, but nonetheless, a long 2nd and 10.
Yeah, 2nd and 10 is still manageable with the arm strength. Nice fake by Auburn on the read option. Breaks 1 tackle, trucks a defender, and picks up 6 on the 2nd down rush.
Auburn may not be the best runner, but he has Rock Rhodes to watch, and he impersonated Rock Rhodes pretty well on that carry.
You're right. He probably is getting some training done in his off time and practice. Pistol set here. Drops back. Blitz coming. Throws it to the right. That's triple coverage, it looks like, and that's incomplete. Brandon Parker with the deflection. That's got to be intercepted.
Yeah, and here we are, 4th down. Both these teams now punting. By having a hard time offensively, Tony, to get anything going with the way the weather is.
Yeah, you're right. It is surprising we haven't seen more of Dustin Roller and Rock Rhodes, especially with the wind. We've seen a lot of overthrows from both quarterbacks. It's been very hard going. Should be great field position for NIU, and it is. As you can see in the Pacific Life game summary, 60 total yards for Toledo.
Hey, and real quick, another score update. Clemson got a field goal of their own. It is 3-3 over there with just right at 4 minutes left in the first.
We'll see if NIU can do similar and respond with a field goal or maybe even a touchdown. Already in plus field position. Olive with the handoff to Roller. Big hole up the middle. Great blocking by that offensive line. 13 yards on 1st down.
Yeah, that is fantastic. Nice run. Look, he's averaging 4.8 yards a carry. That's a good amount of yards per carry, especially with the ground like it is in the weather.
So in chat, Sullen Ninja asks, how are you supposed to predict the weather? You don't really. My dad is a weatherman, actually. It's a huge run again by Roller off to the right-hand side. 24 yards, an incredible pickup. He's up to almost 50 so far.
Yeah, and we're barely halfway into the first quarter, almost 50 yards already. Roller really doing a good job. He understands the assignment, what he has to do tonight to be able to help his offense, and he's doing a great job trying to get the Huskies their first win.
Maybe they're actually listening to us, David. Going to the ground game as we get a shotgun set. Drops back is Olive. Oh, it gets sacked. That's a huge sack there on 1st down. Gets a 2nd and 18.
Yeah, that's Jenkins the third with the huge sack. Coming up big, the defensive end. His 2nd sack of the season. That's going to knock Northern Illinois back. And with this weather at 18 miles an hour, you need every bit of field position that you can get because field goals are going to be really tricky.
They will be very tricky. I think the wind is at their back, although I'm not sure. Maybe that would help them. Who knows? Olive's going to drop back again from the shotgun. Under pressure, throws it to the right. Has made triple coverage, and that's caught by Justice Hall. Fantastic catch. Had the nice return earlier. Oh, just a little check down. Fantastic route.
Yeah, and the safety, Rich Johnson there. Great coverage, as well as Lucas Oliver. I mean, that was excellent coverage. It was just a great throw and a great catch.
You're right. Saw that his quarterback was in trouble and felt the defender, so he just turned around and got upfield for a few more yards. Under center in the I formation. No handoff here, though. Olive's going to scramble to the left. He's going to tuck it and run, go up the middle. Can he get in? He can break the goal line. That's a touchdown, NIU.
Huge play, Tony. He rolled out, came out rolling to the left, looked like he was going to take off right away, and then kind of stepped back, threw the defense off, and then lowered the shoulder and just got to the end zone. That is a huge touchdown. Great way for the Huskies to respond, get a touchdown, get the lead, They're working hard to represent their home field advantage right now.
Yes, they are. You're right. That's a really good point. I think that little stutter, like you mentioned, David, probably did confuse the defense. They bought it a little bit. He checked out where the defenders were, saw the hole, and ran forward. That's a fantastic touchdown by NIU. What does Toledo need to do here to put the ball in the end zone?
Well, it's a matter of just relying on Rock Rhodes. We've seen him a couple carries. I believe he's got 3 carries, if I'm correct, Tony. And that's just not going to be enough. Look what Northern Illinois has done. They've relied on Dustin Roller. He's got almost 50 yards rushing. He's helped control the momentum of the offense. Toledo needs to do the identical thing. Let Rock Rhodes go.
I saw in league chat today, someone posted their entire fantasy hopes were on the back of Rock Rhodes. We'll see if he can make someone happy as well as this team, as that's a nice 7-yard completion to Trey Meekins III.
Yeah, Meekins definitely took a big hit right there. That was a great way to come middle of the field and still hold on to the ball. Brandon Park with the huge hit.
Pistol formation, drops back is Auburn. A little bit of a duck pass, but it's a nice catch for another 7-yard gain to Meekins. Back-to-back connections with him.
Hey, we talk about a running back. If he gets 4 yards every single carry, they're doing good. If we keep seeing these 7-yard receptions by Meeks, that's going to be huge. They're just going to keep march right downfield.
You're right. We'll see if it's Meekins again. That's deflected. Nice deflection by the linebacker. Looked like in coverage, and that's going to force 2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10. The Huskies defense is doing a really good job. It's hard to stop them short passes. They just need to tighten up a little bit more.
And here's Rock Rhodes on the carry, trying to get to the outside of the left, picks up a great block by the tight end. It looks like what an incredible rush on the left sideline by Rock Rhodes. Had the big rush to the right and now one to the left.
Yeah, Rock Rhodes is only averaging 15 yards a carry, Tony. I don't know. They might need to get halfback number 2 in there, right? That's pretty impressive, actually. And look, let him run. That's what he's designed to do. That he's great at it. Give Rock Rhodes the ball. Come on, Toledo.
We want more of the Rock show here, is what we're saying. It seems like they're going to give it to him again with the hole up the middle. Runs to his own offensive lineman. That could have been more, but still picks up 3.
Yeah, 3 yards up the middle like that. That's all right on 1st down. I like it. And the Huskies defense, if they start toning in on Rhodes, it's going to cause havoc.
They will. That's a good point. Auburn's going to throw to the left, way overthrown. That's into the wind, and it's so far overthrown. That's incredible arm strength, but maybe not the best accuracy.
Yeah, that duck was definitely overthrown. 3rd down and 7, a big play. This is going to be a long field goal if they don't make it.
Pretty sure Oregon played earlier in the week. That's a much better throw there, but even better defense by Trez Smith. His first deflection of the game leads the team in interception. So fantastic play by him.
And we're going to see an aggressive play here in 4th down, Tony.
We will. 4th and 7. We love this. Not the 4th down screen. The Rock Rhodes breaks one tackle, but cannot break the rest. That is a quick turnover. I think Toledo probably saw the premium on point, said, let's go for it. The weather's nasty. Maybe we could catch them off guard, but they did not.
Tony, over on Twitch, Ohio State ran the same exact halfback screen just now and got a touchdown. With the extra point, they'll be up 13-3.
My only question is, did they run it on 3rd down or 4th down? Screens in the CFSL have been successful on 1st down. Not so much a Roller going to get the quick handoff. Oh, but even quicker defense. Great play by number 99, Brian Davis.
Yeah, that's a big-time tackle. Great way to be aggressive. And, those negative plays, they can get in the head of the offense. So if you're Toledo, keep making a couple more of those plays.
Right, comes back into the shotgun. 2 running backs off to the side. A little bit of a trip and option look. The defense picks out. That's going to be a fumble. That's a live football. I don't believe it. Oh, my goodness. What a terrible pitch by Olive and a break for the Toledo defense.
Wow, what? That is probably the craziest triple option play I've ever seen. The only thing I've got to say is, probably should not have dove for the ball. Ryan Jorgensen had plenty of room. He probably could have picked it up and got a touchdown, but great job.
They had 2 players there. I'm so sorry, David. You're right. They had 2 players there who could have picked it up, but good defense there. Nice response by NIU. Stuffs Rock Rhodes for the 4-yard loss.
Yeah, and hey, look, if you're the Huskies, you've got to respond. You just gave up the ball. You put Toledo Rockets in field goal position already in the PX1 Sports red zone. You've got to make a play here.
As Hall says, it, Chad, he deserves that after last season. I don't know about that. Maybe Oklahoma does, not NIU there, but great play again by the defense.
Yeah, and 3rd and 14. I love what we're seeing. The Huskies have, if they walk away with only giving up 3 points here, that is huge, Tony.
That will be huge. That was a devastating turnover. Auburn has time, throws another duck to the left. It's just incomplete. The weather is affecting both of these quarterbacks so much.
It is, and here we go. They're going to take the field goal, 3 points, and make this a 1-point game. Smart call with the way the wind is.
Yeah, they went for it on 4th and 7 earlier and did not convert. This time they do put more points on the board. Rocky Rogers again sends it through the uprights. We have a 6-7 ball game.
Yeah, and what you don't want to do if you were Toledo in that case, you don't want to walk away without any points. So great job. Make it a 1-point game, and now the Huskies turn to try to get retribution.
Yes, they do have to make sure they hold on to the football, not have any of that, what might honestly be the worst triple option play, the worst pitch I've ever seen. We'll see if Terry Olive can be more composed coming out in the I formation, tight end to the right. They're going to go handoff to the right, but he cuts it back to the left. Nice rush by Roller for 7 yards.
Yeah, great play on 1st down, and I like that they went back to the running play. It's like when a quarterback throws an interception, let him get his confidence back. Run a good running play, get 7 yards, and, hey, get going again.
Get going again is right. 2nd and 3. Dropping back is Olive with a bit of a duck. Again, nice completion to Justice Hall. He's been the favorite target so far here. 2 receptions for 29 yards.
And that's a huge catch. The middle of the field is nothing to play around with. You're going to take a hit there. Justice Hall did a good job. Actually broke off the first defender, got a couple yards out of it. Good job in getting the 1st down.
Under center, wing back off to the left. They're going to bring him across in motion to the right. Handoff to Roller, cuts it back. Nice pickup again here. 6 yards on another 1st down carry. They're setting up 2nd manageable on nearly every time.
And Roller made a nice cut there, Tony. It looked like he was going to go down about 3 yards earlier. Made a little bit of cut outside, picked up the extra 3 yards, made 2nd and 4 a lot easier.
Roller is so far winning the halfback battle, it seems. They're going to fake the handoff, play action, pass to the right. Has the man diving catch. Nate Decker on the out route, 19 yards.
What a diving catch. Decker felt that one, the hard ground. It's nice and cold from the snow, but a great way to catch the ball, keep possession of it, and get up at 1st down. And just like that, the Huskies are marching downfield, Tony.
Yes, they are. That reception puts Decker over 100 yards in the season. Congratulations to him. Another power I formation. Handoff to the right. Again, good block by the fullback, but the defense is just swarming too quickly on that one. Only picked up 1.
Yeah, that was Stolsky with the block there, and I want to call that out specifically because that would have been a tackle for a loss easily. But Max Stolsky did a great job allowing his offense to at least stay positive.
That's a really good point. That definitely would have been a 3 or 4 yard loss. And that is going to bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. It's a 7-6 ball game here. You're watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports here on YouTube. Come back soon, everybody. And we are back. Olaf is under center. Delayed handoff here, and that's going to be brought down only for the 1 yard gain. Going to be forcing 3rd and 8.
Yeah, and 3rd down and 8, not really where you want to be on a 3rd down. But look, they're right outside the red zone. They're moving the ball. Let's see if they can't get a very manageable field goal at the minimum.
Kevin Hicks in chat giving me the 2s. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. 17-yard reception by Hall down that right sideline. Olaf is being a bit more composed now in the pocket.
I think he went to the sideline, watched got the tablet, kind of watched what happened, and he knows he's got to play better.
Yeah, you're right. He does, and he is stepping up to maybe give this NIU team a fairly commanding 14, 15-point lead, or 7 or 8 point lead, it seems. Halfback comes in motion, drops back is Olive, has the man, and that is a touchdown. Nate Decker, 5-yard reception for touchdown.
And Tony, what I love about that is there were several big plays on this drive, no questions asked, but Decker had the diving catch that gave them the first down, and then he gets rewarded with the touchdown. Always like seeing your guys get that touchdown after they've worked hard to get downfield.
That's a really good point, David. You're right. He kind of earned that touchdown reception, it seemed like, and Olive gave him his reward as that is put through the uprights to take an 8-point lead here. Toledo, has had some success rushing the football. Haven't seen them be able to throw it so far. They're going to have the wind at their back this time. Might be prone to some more overthrows like we saw from Olive earlier. What does Albert need to do to lead this Toledo Rockets team down the field?
I don't want to sound like a broken record, Tony, but when their offense for Toledo, even in this game, is proven when they give the ball to Rock Rhodes and they allow him to carry the workload and allow Albert to just manage from there, they have done great. When you put too much in Albert's hands, they struggle.
They do, yeah. It seems like they might need to improve their red zone offense as well. Throw to the right, and that's that overthrow we were talking about, David. Way over his receiver on that corner route.
Yeah, 4 of 15 on his passing. It's not going to get any better. The wind is against you. Rely on your running game, Toledo.
Oh, there it is. Great block there by the wide receiver. Lets him spring forward for a 3-yard gain. Might have been able to pick up a little bit more if he fell forward, but the defensive lineman brought him down there.
Yeah, when I say the running game, I mean, that's nice, a 3-yard carry, but look, get Rock Rhodes the ball, okay? We want to see the Rock. Let's go.
We want the Rock, says David Ware. I want to see it too. We both wanted to see it, but throwing across the middle, has the receiver time to catch again. Ellis Buddy for 33 yards.
That another diving catch. And we got some highlight plays tonight already, Tony. We're in the first half. There's Buddy with a great diving catch. You'd like to see his quarterback lead him a little bit better so he can keep running, but nonetheless, it's a completion, and that's what Toledo needed.
Maybe that completion can give Albert a little bit of confidence as well. Pistol set, hand up. It's the Rock show, baby. There we go. Picks up 3 on first down, sets up the 2nd and 7.
So we need the Rock to do the people's shoulder and just keep going. We'll lower the shoulder and keep going. You know what I'm talking about, Tony?
I do know what you're talking about. Yes, I'm not quite that young, so give me a little bit of credit for that. I know Frosty listening will be crackling up with that one too. Pistol formation for Auburn. Handoff to Rock Rhodes. That's the backup, KJ Kretzer. Nice to see him get there with the 2-yard pickup as well. That's the ground game.
Yeah, 3rd down and 5, just outside the 30-yard line. This is going to be a long field goal. You really need to pick up the first down here. You don't want to settle for a field goal.
Oh, and that looks like it's going to be a false start. This is not good. 3rd and 10. Slater Carlton in chat. If I didn't understand the reference, he would leave. That's probably fair. I probably did deserve that. I mean, I wish there was a way to maybe mute me and just listen to David. He's the far better presenter in the booth as well. So you're stuck listening to me a little bit longer. Pass over to him. That might be intercepted. Luckily, that is dropped. 4th and 10. Auburn continuing to struggle.
Yeah, Trez Smith with a huge deflection there. But he's done a good job with this defense, really making some big plays from the cornerback position.
He has, and that punt is going to sail well through the back of the end zone. I don't think if it goes to the uprights on the punt, it counts for points, David. That might be what they're trying to do. They could have maybe set up for the field goal there, though, with how far that went.
I mean, it's not rugby, but it would be interesting.
That's true. That's a dangerous pass. Damari Breeze just showing his big strength as that number 1 target. That's a nice 5-yard pickup.
Yeah, Tony, this is my 3rd NIU game, and I have seen Breeze make some fantastic plays downfield. He is a deep field threat, and NIU needs to find a way to get him involved.
I agree. Oh, that's very dangerous. Chad Wendell looked like with the deflection. Olive, very lucky. That could have been 6. I like the idea of trying to get that quick throw, but just not at that time.
Yeah, and this is a very important play right here, because even punting the ball with the wind like it is, Toledo will have great field position if they can't convert.
Yes, they will. Olive dropping back, loads of time, throws it to the right sideline. That's a quintuple coverage. Damari Breeze, you just mentioned him, David. Another unbelievable catch, picking up the first down.
I would love to see a replay, and here we go. We got a replay. I don't know how he caught that quadruple coverage like you said. It was great coverage, Breeze focused, got the ball, held on to it. What a play. Somebody clip that, please.
We do need that to be clipped. That's an incredible catch. Very lucky by Olive that he could come up with that. A handoff up the middle, two roller, wide open hole. Great push by that offensive line for the 8-yard pickup on first down. Another second and manageable for NIU.
Quick score update over on Twitch. Clemson with a touchdown. 13-10 Ohio State. 3:25 left in the first.
Got two thrillers here on both broadcasts. Another handoff, two roller, bit of a delayed handoff, 4-yard pickup, gets the first down.
Yeah, nice play. Good job getting the first down. You know, NIU, as I said in the introduction, both these teams offensively have shown some great flashes, some great possessions. They've got to find a way to put it together and get some consistency because we know they can perform at a high level.
We do know that roller again with the great handoff. I'm really liking how much Olive is playing under center. You rarely see that so much in the CFSL, and that's getting roller downhill to make those big gains on first down.
Yeah, 77 yards rushing, Tony. We're in the first half still, and with 5.5 minutes left in the first half of that. So Roller's having a phenomenal game.
He is. You're right. He had 120 yards last game. He could be over 150 in this game alone. Another 1-yard pickup on the delayed handoff, but good defense to bring him down short of the first down line.
Yeah, and 3rd down and 3. We've talked about it 100 times, Tony. This is a very manageable 3rd down. Lots of plays are open. You don't have to put a lot of pressure on your quarterback. Just play smart, short route, get the first down.
Yeah, you're right, Olaf. Lots of time. Throws a quick pass over the ball. Hasn't been leads him this time. That's another touchdown. Caleb Judson, 38 yards. NIU again.
What a touchdown. Just like I said, don't throw a short route. Go downfield. That's what I said, right? A great job by Olive getting a receiver. It's a gussy play with the wind like it is. The weather's making it really difficult. But great job getting downfield. I believe it's the longest play on offense for either team, getting the touchdown and building themselves a nice lead.
We've had the quarterbacks, we've seen the quarterbacks have success throw down the field, going to this left direction from the broadcast booth's point of view. To the right is where we've seen those overthrows. This time, Olive connecting with the fantastic throw, leading his receiver, Toledo. We need to see more of Rock Rhodes, and they need to be able to convert in the red zone. They've been kicking field goals instead of putting it inside inside the end zone.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is a time, look, down by 15 points. You can't afford to let this lead get any further. If you're Toledo, you've got to put a drive together and get some points here.
Read option. Can he beat he can't. Breaks and tackle, makes another tackle. That's a fantastic rush by Albert. I was not expecting that. Nearly 20 yards in the ground for him.
Yeah, a great run, but the mechanics of the run, Tony, he left that ball out in the open. That's kind of dangerous. He's going to have to secure the ball a little bit better.
He already had the poor pitch, but Rock Roadshow, here we go. Tries to get to the left. Nice job by the corner coming up to make the tackle. Only gets 4.
And the first appearance from the Rocket Man, even though we're at NIU Stadium, but still love seeing the Rocket Man, Tony.
As soon as he came on the screen, I knew the first words out of his mouth were going to be about the Rocket Man, as there's the Rocket Man himself, Rock Rhodes, picking up 6 on first down.
Yeah, and that's a good play right there. And look, continue to feed the man. Rock Rhodes is hungry. Feed him consistently and watch magic happen.
Well, it looks like they won't on this play. Auburn's going to drop back, throw to the right sideline. I think that one was a bit of a throwaway. Didn't like the coverage on that one. Smart just to see 3rd down.
Yeah, it is smart, but they're going to have to find a way to improve the passing. 5 of 18 is not going to cut it, Tony.
No, it's not. Empty set here. 5 receivers. Quick short throw over the middle with success that time. Meekin's been a while since we've said his name. Picks up 5 on that one.
And I believe that's his 3rd catch. It's in the middle of the field by itself. He's been controlling that part of the field, doing a great job.
He has, that strong safety cannot cover him. Auburn more time throws it on the corner route to the left sideline. Great catch. That's Marcus Chamberlain, his first of the game.
Yeah, and that was big. That was Damian Chambers who stopped that play from getting any bigger, because it looked there for a minute that play was going to keep going. Chambers came in and kind of helped clean up.
You're right. Chamberlain had the big block that sprung the Rock Roads run in the first quarter. This time we see heavy formation to the right, double tights, handoff. He's going to the right, is Rock Roads. Swarming defense, though, is going to bring him down at the line of scrimmage.
And we got a score update. 34 seconds left in the first half over on Twitch. Ohio State, Clemson, all tied up.
Oh my goodness, thriller over there. SS Keller, nice to see you in chat. I know you're not my biggest fan, but I'm trying my best here. As Auburn's going to drop back over the middle again. Great reception. That's Aaron Blackburn for 17 yards.
I'm impressed as much with the catch as I am the stiff arm by Blackburn. Great job. I mean, and able to allow himself to fall forward and pick up the extra yard.
Yes, it did. You're right. As you can see on that replay, just put his foot right in the ground for that post concept right over the middle of the field. We've seen Meekins have a lot of success in that shorter range, deeper down the field that time for Blackburn. Pistol set here, twins on both sides. Auburn in the back. We're going to hand it off to Rock Roads. Nice push by the offensive line, but a good tackle. That's Pretzer getting the backup in effectively there with a nice gain.
Yeah, when your second halfback come on the field and pick up 6 yards on a carry, that is a good thing and allows your offense to keep going without missing a beat.
Right, Pretzer in the backfield again. Dangerous pass though, but Meekins picks up one on that one. You know, that bubble screen doesn't result in as many interceptions as that straight one-step screen, so not as dangerous as some might think there.
Meekins has some fantastic hands, Tony. He has been catching a lot of plays in traffic and holding on to him really well. I'm impressed with his ability to hold on to the ball.
I am too. That's a good point. As King Raw in chat says, he's the most humble and selfless player on the field. Don't know if I believe that, but what I do believe is that Ellis Buddy has a touchdown reception over the middle of the field, gets Toledo in the end zone.
And you remember the last possession, Buddy had a diving catch himself, and now he's rewarded with a touchdown. The CFSL is seeing players being rewarded for their efforts on the field, and I absolutely love it, Tony.
I do too. I forgot about the diving catch by Buddy, but now you brought it up. Of course I do. King Raw, unfortunately, I think Auburn and Olive, the two quarterbacks, might be the most selfless getting their receivers the ball, but we will see what NIU can do in response. They're just going to need this one to bring it out to the 25.
2 minutes left in the first half. 3 timeouts for both teams. So I'm curious to see what their strategies are going to be. On defensively, they going to try to hurry up and stop and get the ball back, or is NIU going to try to take some time off the clock?
Yeah, Roller is rolling down the field. Another 5, 6, 8-yard pickup on first down is setting up NIU in great field position every time for second down.
And for NIU, if they're able to score right away and extend to an 8-point lead, extend the 8-point lead they already have at halftime, that'd be huge.
That would be huge, right? Dancing is Roller. If he just turns that upfield, he picks up the first down, no problem. Maybe wanted to try and increase his broken tackle stat there.
I do like the fact that NIU has already rushed Roller 16 times more in the first half. I love they understand the concept of what it takes to win in this kind of weather.
They do. You're right. Going to tuck it is all of this time not known as a runner, has negative rushing yards on the season. Smart slide at the end there. That's a fantastic pickup.
That is. And if I'm NIU, I'm thinking about a timeout here, Tony, just being honest. You don't want to force anything and make a mistake and walk away with no points. Use a timeout, reset things. You're marching downfield a little over halfway right now. You want some points here. You really want to extend the lead going into half.
I do like that timeout call right there, but they did pick up the first down. They're going to be content to just run it. I think you call it out here, and they do. Yeah, that's pretty smart. 2nd and 13, nice tackle for loss.
Yeah, that's a big play. And look, Toledo, if they want to stop them from scoring, they're going to have to stand up right now and eliminate this first down from happening.
Oh, my goodness, a huge sack. They cannot take it, and they won't call a timeout either. Dwayne Barrett for a sack of the game.
Yeah, it looks like now NIU might be just content with the lead they have, maybe walking away with the field goal. But when you don't call a timeout, it's 3rd down and 21. I think they're just trying to let clock tick down as far as possible before they give Toledo the ball.
Yeah, you might be right on that one. 3rd and 21. We'll see if they even try to go for under center here. Tight end to the left. High formation. Going to drop back is Olive. Quick pass down the right sideline. Dangerous pass. That's got to be intercepted by Lucas Oliver, but it looks like NIU's going to be forced to punt.
Yeah, and look, at least, Toledo still has all 3 timeouts. Now they're going to have about 45, 46 seconds, maybe a little bit less, to march downfield. They're going to have to be real careful. The weather is not going to allow for a Hail Mary, so they're going to have to be smart and use those timeouts and use the sidelines.
That's a great point. We've seen them had success across the middle of the field, especially in short yardage, but you cannot do that here with so little time left. The sidelines have to be your friend, or just take the deep shot. 3 timeouts. Toledo and Auburn's going to drop back. Screen play on first down, picks up a nice pancake block, has some blockers, but a nice tackle right there to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And we see a timeout right away. Toledo understands what they've got to do. 39 seconds left. They would love to get this to a 1-point game before half.
They would another screen on second down. That does not look like it's going to work, and it does not, but Rhodes does get back to the line of scrimmage again.
I feel like I need to correct myself. I said they would love to get some more points, but if they would love to, then they need to quit throwing those halfback screens just a little bit of time.
Yeah, bunch set to the left, close to the line, or to the offensive line. Drops back as Auburn throws it down the middle of the field, down the seam, almost intercepted, batted up. Damian Chambers with the deflection.
And that's crazy. They barely even take off 40 seconds off the clock. Bad drive by Toledo, and an opportunity to try to capitalize and close a gap here.
Yeah, very surprised that they didn't let that run to the half. NIU looks like they will have time to at least throw a Hail Mary down the field if they want. They might just knee it as well. We will see. This could, we've got an interesting ball game here. 8 points essentially going into the half. Olive is going to come out, 3 receivers to the right, tight end to the left in the shotgun. Going to draw back. Might be Hail Mary time, using as much time as he can. Oh, but he gets hit right before he can throw it. Very lucky that's not a fumble. I think that might be. They might want to challenge that. 2 seconds left.
Yeah, 2 seconds. Big play. Look, Toledo, just knock it down. Don't try to pick it off. Just knock anything down if it's in the air at this point.
All right, Olive. Oh, my goodness. And they're going to sack him to end the first half. The pressure got through too quickly. That's a great play to bring us into halftime, David. What have we seen so far in this one?
We've seen 2 different offenses, really. We've seen the fact that the Huskies have been smart. They've been relying on the run. We've seen Dustin Roller almost 100 yards rushing already. We've seen their offense moving downfield pretty efficiently, as well as Olive has really done better in the passing game. Auburn over at Toledo struggling when it comes to passing, less than 30% passing percentage right now. They haven't relied on Rock Rhodes enough, and it shows. They're going to have to make adjustments coming into halftime if they want to see the score change.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. The wind and the snow, especially in that first quarter, was affecting the quarterbacks both so much. As they've gone to the ground game, they've had more success. Seems like the difference is that 1 turnover created, but somehow you would think, but it was the other team who created the turnover. Toledo got the ball but couldn't put it into the end zone. That red zone defense of Northern Illinois has been so successful. We'll see what they could do as they come out of the halftime break. Toledo will get the football. You think they have to march down the field and score.
Yeah, absolutely. And so let's see what they do on this opening drive in the second half. Let's see what kind of adjustments they make. And right away, what a kickoff, Tony. Through the back of the end zone on the kickoff. That's a heck of a kick with the assistance of the wind.
Yeah, that might be an 80-yard kick there. They did plow the lines at the half, so we're in for a good one.
Auburn, a quick throw to the right-hand side, gets Marcus Chamberlain with a 2-yard reception. Hey, it's a completion. You take your wins where you get them.
You do. You're right. Chamberlain had that big catch on the out route in the second quarter and another one there.
The 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen. We got a receiver in motion. And it's going to be an option play, and Albert's going to pitch it at the last second, and a huge run downfield by Buddy, the 17-yard rush. That's a big play. Great first drive so far.
That scared me a little bit, knowing how that last pitch went for them in the triple option. Looking a bit like Bryce Young there for Alabama with the late pitch. Very risky, but rewarding for them there.
Yeah, great job. And approaching midfield already. 4 receivers on the field through the bottom of your screen. Rock Rhodes in the backfield, and Rock Rhodes going to get the carry up the middle. Bounces off the first defender, gets 9 yards before going down. second down and 1, Tony.
He's going to cross 100 yards this quarter for sure. Drew Brandt picking up his 6th tackle of the ball game, rushed up from the defense or the left end position to come up and track him down. That's a great tackle.
Here comes the Toledo offense. 2 receivers, 1 on each side. Got Rock Rose in the backfield. Auburn thrown to the middle of the field. That was almost picked off. O'Connell with the huge deflection.
Yeah, that's where they've had a lot of success over the middle of the field. Like you said, update on the Twitch game. Ohio State has scored to make it 20-13.
You got a great game over there. And here's Albert, a quick dump pass to the right-hand side. That's Nolan Ellis, a 10-yard reception. Another first down. I think Toledo made some adjustments in the locker room, Tony.
I think they did too. The Rocket Man liked that one as well. Bit surprised we haven't seen more of Ellis.
Here's Auburn, 2 receivers again. He's rolling out to the left under pressure, and he is hit as he's throwing. That's luckily in his favor, an incomplete pass. To Northern Illinois was looking for possibly a fumble. And here we go. 3 receivers at the bottom of the screen. 1 to the top for Albert. Going to fake handoff to Rhodes, and it's going to be a quarterback keeper, and he gets the first down, Tony, for 11 yards.
That was an incredible rush by Auburn. Marcus Chamberlain, the tight end, had a pancake block on a linebacker and then got a block on the safety to get them down the field for the first down. I agree with Chad. I definitely thought the previous play was a fumble. Very lucky.
I do too. I formation. Albert under center, got wide receiver in motion. It's a handoff to Rhodes up the middle, not able to get anywhere. And that was a great tackle by Payne.
Yeah, Benjamin Payne coming up with a fantastic tackle, coming off the outside linebacker edge to make it in the backfield.
Albert's got 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen, tight end in motion left to right, and he's going to hand it off, and it's going to be Kretzler with the carry to the right-hand side. He gets 12 yards in the first down for Toledo.
Yeah, this rushing attack has taken off for Toledo. We saw the same thing for NIU, too. They have to score inside the red zone. They haven't had success. They got to put it in the end zone.
Here's Albert. It's a handoff. And it's Kretzler again. This time he is not able to get anywhere. Loses 4 yards, second down and 14.
Benjamin Payne again with the tackle, stuffing Kretzler in the backfield for the 4-yard loss. Toledo has to put some plays together here to get it across the goal line.
A quick score update. Ohio State with the touchdown, 27-13 early in the third quarter. Excuse me, only 3.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Here's Albert. It's a handoff. This is Rock Rhodes. He pushes forward for 4 yards. I'm not for sure how he got 4 yards, Tony. He was wrapped up the entire time.
He was. That's Garrett Evans, 6th tackle of the game, the freshman linebacker, making a nice impact here in the red zone.
Albert's got 4 receivers to the top, to the bottom. And going towards the end zone, it is a touchdown. Buddy with the 13-yard reception. Albert, a buddy. And just like that, we're looking at possibly a 1-point game pending the extra point, Tony.
And they're going to go for 2. That's Buddy's 2nd touchdown reception of the game.
And so here we go, possible tie game. Albert has 2 receivers to the top. Tight end in motion, left to right. Rock Rhodes in the backfield. It's a handoff to Rock Rhodes, and Rock Rhodes is in for the 2-point conversion. CFSL Thursday night action, 21-21 with 6 minutes left in the third quarter.
Get your 2s up in chat for the 2 safeties and 2-point conversions. We're putting the 2s in. Kevin, you're my man. Thank you very much for that. You know, we are in the snow, and the last name is Buddy for that touchdown reception. Are we thinking that he is an elf, David?
I mean, hey, magic happens sometimes, right?
True.
Well, here we go. Olive with 3 receivers at the bottom screen, but hands it off. And Dustin Roller, a 2-yard carry, but great way to get those 2 yards because it looked pretty dismal at first, but he fought forward to make it a manageable 2 yards.
Yes, he did. Broke the first tackle of Kevin Spratt. The linebacker just couldn't come up with the tackle right away. This time, another manageable second down.
So here we go. Olive has got a tight end in motion left to right again. Steps back, going downfield, looking for a receiver, but he has overthrown it. Great coverage by Lucas Olive.
Yeah, that was very good coverage. Remember, the wind is at the back of NIU here. We've seen overthrows going to the right so many times this game.
We have, and here we go. Olive with 3 receivers out there. A quick short pass to the left-hand side. And that's Nate Decker with the 8-yard reception. But, Tony, it's short. 4th and 1. What are they going to do?
They're going to punt, it looks like. As Ryan Moreland likes to say, if you throw it short of the chains, you will stay short of the chains. And they've had so much success throwing over the middle of the field, and they just can't do it there. And just unfortunately have to punch it away. Toledo, don't call it a comeback. If they score, they take the lead.
Yeah, and that is really impressive because, honestly, Toledo's offense was stumbling really bad at the beginning of the game. This second half, they have come out, they made some great adjustments, balanced the running and the passing, and I'm really impressed with the adjustments they've made. But let's see what Oliver can do here. 3 receivers at the bottom of the screen, 1 to the top of the screen. He's got time, throws across the middle, and that was deflected by Drew Brandt.
Drew Brandt has made some nice tackles in the backfield. That time, dropped back into coverage to make the deflection.
A quick score update, Ohio State with the field goal, 2:14 left, up 30-13. And a huge run, and this is Rock Rhodes, 11-yard carry, and that's what this offense needs to continue to do. Tony, 96 yards already.
Yes, it is. We need more of the Rock Show. We need more of Kretzer. Put it in the hands of the running backs.
Here we go, Oliver. He's got 2 wide receivers, tight end in motion. He's going to hand it off to Kressler. Kressler up the middle, 6 yards, 2nd down and 4. We're seeing a healthy dose of both these halfbacks.
We are, you're right. And I think that's probably knowing that it was going to snow before the game. Put it in the reliable option, which is the run game.
There we go. It's another handoff. This is the Rock Rhodes back in there again. Gets 8 yards, and that will put him over 100 on the day already, Tony.
Yes, it will. You're right. Only had 47 last week, so doubling his total here so far.
There we go. Albert's got 2 receivers, 1 on the top, 1 on the bottom, and he's going to hand it off to the Rock Rhodes and gets -1 on the carry. First negative play for Rock running in a while.
You're right. And Drew Brandt again is all over the field, getting credit for the tackle on that one. The corner flew up and got the initial stop. We'll see what they could do on 2nd and 11.
And here we go, 2 receivers at the top of the screen for Albert. And it's another handoff, and that's Rock Rhodes. He broke the first tackle, Tony, but not able to get anywhere before he goes down. 3rd down and 11 now.
Yeah, you're right. Could not handle the multiple defenders coming his way. 3rd and long.
We'll see what Albert can do. 3 receivers at the bottom of the screen, 1 at the top. A quick pass to the left-hand side, but it is intercepted. Huge play by the Huskies as we have a tie ball game. Great way to force a turnover, Tony.
Yes, fantastic by Trey Reagan Jr. The freshman corner jumped that route. If he could have had maybe just a little bit better body control, that could have been 6 going the other way. Fantastic interception, NIU football.
Yeah, and that's not what Toledo wanted to do. Let's see what the Huskies and Terry Olive can do now. He's going downfield deep, looking for a receiver. Wasn't within 20 yards of him, but nice throw nonetheless.
Showing off the arm strength, I think, for the NFL scouts or the Power 2 scouts in attendance on that one.
Absolutely. Olive, 3 receivers top of the screen, 1 at the bottom. And he's going to throw across the middle of the field, and that was dropped. I thought that was a completion for a second.
Yeah, that was extremely dangerous. Justin Ballard, the middle linebacker, right there in coverage. He almost had a pick as well.
Here we go. Olive's got 2 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. Pressure coming. Throws downfield. He has a receiver wide open. The Huskies are going to score a touchdown. That is a huge play to give themselves the lead back.
Yes, it is. What a fantastic touchdown reception there. NIU is taking the commanding lead. That's Justice Hall. Had a lot of receptions earlier. Hadn't had a touchdown yet, but he got one there. A fantastic drive and a great throw by Olive, calculating how much the wind was going to affect it before leading his receiver into the end zone.
We got some howls going on in the chat now, Tony. That was a huge play. Look, when your defense forces a turnover and then you come out and score a touchdown right away, that's how you build your team up. And NIU looking to get their first win, and this is how you do it.
That is exactly how you do it. You're right. I know Wookie is normally on the calls here from action on Thursday night. You'd be very happy with that NIU howl.
Here we go. Albert's got a wide receiver in motion, and they're going to go triple option, or excuse me, just option, and Albert's not able to get anywhere. He did not pass it off this time and possibly fumble it, so smart play.
Yeah, I thought I was a little afraid, even as he was trying to fall, he might pitch it, but held on to it.
Absolutely, Albert. 3 receivers at the top of the screen, fake handoff, throwing down the right side, and nothing going there. 15 of 34 passing for Albert so far.
Yeah, threw that one away into the first row of the stands. A bit of a souvenir. Might have seen a girl he liked in the front row.
Albert, 3 receivers at the bottom of the screen. He's got one to the top. And he is going down the right-hand side, and he has his man. That's a huge play right there. What a way to get the first down for Nolan Ellis.
Incredible reception by Ellis. Great tackle as well, doing just enough to come across the formation, hit his hip, and knock him down. That is a great play by Brandon Parker, the freshman safety, did just enough. If Ellis can keep his feet, that might be a touchdown or picks up at least 20, 25 more yards.
And Albert has 3 receivers. 2 are to the bottom of your screen. You got one to the top, and he's going to fake the handoff to Rhodes. He's going to keep it himself, running left, does some shaking and baking, and Tony, he walks away with a 6-yard carry.
Yes, he does. That is a great rush there. Definitely not the most prolific rusher. Has over 100 yards on the season, though, so nice job there on first down.
And here we go. 2 receivers at the top. And he's going to find one of his receivers wide open down the field. That's Ellis Buddy again, a 38-yard reception.
Almost at 100 yards is Ellis Buddy, the elf. I think the E's are combined on that one. That's what I'm going to call him. Great play down the sideline. That's Brandon Parker again with the tackle. Fantastic pitch and catch from Albert. He's becoming a lot more confident here in the second half.
Yeah, Hall said it in chat. Buddy is having a fantastic day. That is absolutely correct. Albert, 2 receivers at the bottom of your screen and going to hand it off to Rock Rhodes up the middle. Nothing going, though, Tony.
No, nothing going is right. That is a nice play by the defense. Benjamin Payne, it looks like, yes, he will get credit for the tackle coming up with it. Forces 2nd and goal.
Albert's got 3 receivers at the bottom of the screen. You got one to the top. Rock Rhodes Kressler in the backfield, hands it off. Only gets 1 yard on the carry, though.
Only got 1, but put his left foot in the ground and made a cut to the right. Otherwise, that could have been a loss of about 2 or 3. So that's a pretty good rush.
Big play for Toledo, down by 7 right now, looking to tie it up in the red zone. Albert under pressure, throws in the end zone, and it's a touchdown. No, it's not. I'm sorry, it's dropped. I thought he caught that, Tony.
I didn't know how. First of all, I didn't know how he was sacked. Second of all, I thought he was going to be an interception. Third, I thought that was a touchdown. And then I realized again that it was incomplete. Oh my goodness, we just went through a roller coaster of emotions, David, as I'm sure everybody watching this game did as well. But they kicked the field goal through the uprights. It is a 4-point lead for the Huskies.
They did get some points. That is a plus. They are still down, and now the Huskies coming back with the ball after a huge drive last time. Justice Hall, a 20-yard return.
That is a solid return, getting them in good field position early. As you can see through the highlights, that Olive has really been doing a nice job of leading his receivers down the field. Oliver right here, the cover 2 beater, great touchdown pass as well to Buddy. We've been in for a bit of a passing attack, which I wasn't expecting in this third quarter, David.
Yeah, absolutely. And both teams have got more efficient with the passing game. It's been fun to watch. And honestly, the defenses are having to work hard because they were gearing up for the trenches. And, hey, look, both these offenses said, watch this, see what happens. Here we go. Olive, 2 receivers bottom of the screen, got 2 in the backfield. And he's going to hand it off. Dustin Roller with the carry to the left-hand side, and he goes down. That's a tough tackle right there by Oliver.
Lucas Oliver getting credit with the tackle. Cameron Harbor-Price was in there as well in the backfield to come up with the tackle.
Ohio State, a touchdown, 37-13, 7:54 left in the fourth quarter. And there's a deep throw downfield, almost picked off by Devontae Jackson. What a shot by Olive.
Yeah, that was a fantastic pass. As Hall says in chat, rocket fuel. There might have been some rocket fuel on that pass right there.
Yeah, and that was a good pass. Just unfortunate in the hands of the defense almost. And here's Olive again going to the left-hand side. Not a good pass. And just like that, all of a sudden the Huskies are putting the ball back to Toledo.
Toledo did exactly what they needed to do. Force the quick 3 and out. They're going to they're going to get the ball back in pretty decent field position. Rock Roads has been able to return the ball pretty effectively. 12-yard return there, not too bad as well. Toledo just needs to relax. Auburn has been leading them down the field. I think they need to put some points on the board in this quarter before they have their back against the win in the fourth.
Yeah, absolutely. And here goes Auburn now. Going to hand it off to Rock Roads right away. Rock Roads up the middle, 11 yards in the first down.
And the Rocket Man is digging that one. We keep seeing him. He's just so excited. Brandon Parker getting his 10th tackle. Fantastic performance by the safety.
And Toledo 3 receivers, 2 to the bottom of the screen, 1 to the top. And it's a handoff to Kretzler. Kretzler bouncing off a couple tacklers. He gets 9 yards, Tony, and it's 2nd down and 1.
Back-to-back rushes for both halfbacks, moving the Rockets down the field. Great job by the offensive line to get some push.
Here we go, Albert. He's got a couple receivers. Tight end in motion, moving left to right. Got time in the pocket, and it's a pass to the right-hand side. Doesn't go anywhere, but we have a flag, Tony. What is it?
This clipping. Oh, face mask. Oh, my goodness. It's very rare to see that one. Brandon Parker came up to make the tackle to stop him from getting the first down, but they're going to give it to him anyway. That was a nice tackle, but maybe just a little bit too high.
Yeah, that's a very rare penalty, and that is going to end the third quarter. 28-24, the Huskies are in control right now, but it's going to be a fun game. Don't miss this exciting conclusion you're watching on the CFSL on PX1 Sports YouTube. And welcome back to the fourth quarter. Let's see them fours in chat. We got ourselves a dramatic finish coming. Here's Albert. It's a handoff to Rock Roads to the right-hand side. He gets 2 yards, and Toledo's over 200 yards on the day rush.
I saw that, too. That's an unbelievable performance by the Rockets on the ground. Lots of fours in chat. We love to see that, David.
Yeah, we do. We thank all you guys for paying attention, doing the fours. And there's Albert. He is sacked. That is a huge sack. Right now, they're down by 4, trying to at least get a field goal, and that sack could push them out of range.
Yes, it could. Benjamin Payne coming up quick. I just want to mention all of you in chat. AJ, White Panther 39, Albert Hall, Travis Smith, Mike Jones, Brandon Parker, Ninja, Ruri, everybody, thank you so much for joining us here on a Thursday night.
Albert going to the end zone. He has a receiver. That's Alice Buddy, a 28-yard diving catch, Tony. What a play.
Oh, my goodness. Buddy is selling out. He's got a little bit of magic in those hands tonight. Buddy the Elf is unbelievable here. Another fantastic performance. Albert with the great throw into the end zone. David, I'm so excited for this ball game. My hands literally flung up into the air. Throw with the touchdown sign. Oh, my goodness. We've got a thriller here in the snow.
I almost jumped out of my chair when I saw him dive, and that was fantastic. I love it, Tony. This is what Thursday nights are about.
It is. You're right. That for sure is a top 10 play. Maction is going crazy here tonight, and we've still got one more Maction game later tonight.
Oh, we absolutely do. Ohio at EMU, so that's going to be a fun one we'll be on the call for. But here goes Olive now. He's got 2 receivers top of the screen. He's handing it off to Roller, who's had a good game, but unfortunately on this carry, he loses 2 yards.
Yes, he does. Lucas Oliver is going to get credit for the tackle for a loss. There were at least 3 or 4 other Toledo players in the backfield. Justin Ballard there as well. 2nd and 12. NIU's had a lot of success rushing on first down, none there.
Rui's saying upset alert. I don't know who the favorite was, but I got a feeling Toledo is probably the favorite. Here's Roller to the left-hand side. Kyle Anthony moving his way forward for 3 yards.
Kyle Anthony with his 2nd rush tonight. Nice to see him get involved there. 3rd and 9. Got to throw it past the chains if you're Olive.
Now here's Olive. 2 receivers at the top of the screen, 1 to the bottom of the screen. He's got some protection in the middle of the field, but he's unable to hold on to it. The defensive pressure forced the incomplete.
Yeah, forced the incompletion. That's got to be held on to. That's a drop by the receiver. NIU will be punting it away. We will see if Toledo is going to get good field position, if they can respond. Oh, and a kick against the wind as well, too. Great field position. If they can put points on the board here, the momentum will have fully flipped, David.
But I'm going to say I feel like the momentum has already flipped, forcing a turnover or forcing a punt right after getting a touchdown. So let's see what Auburn can do. We got a wide receiver in motion, the option play. Auburn's going to pitch it late again, and that's Ellis Buddy, who's doing everything with the 4-yard carry, and he's got a couple touchdowns.
My goodness, if I was DT Hall, the head coach for Toledo, I would be concerned with Auburn on those pitches.
I'm telling you, whoever's got Ellis Buddy on their fantasy team is racking up.
They are, yeah, I'm so sorry. Go ahead, David.
So Rock Rhodes up the middle for a 2-yard carry, 3rd down and 4. Go ahead, Tony. I apologize.
I was going to say, if you have Rock Rhodes, you're also racking up the fantasy points.
Here's Auburn, 3rd down and 4, middle of the field. He has his receiver. That's Blackburn. 9 yards and the 1st down for Toledo.
3rd reception of the night for the freshman tight end. He's coming off maybe that 2nd tight end position, but very effectively used.
And here we go. Auburn, 2 receivers at the top, 1 to the bottom. He's rolling to the right, got some time. Throwing to the right-hand side, but unfortunately, the snow, the cold, unable to catch the pass.
I mean, at this late in the game, your hands are probably frozen so far, especially if you're not on the field too much.
Here we go. Albert's got 2 receivers, had 2 in the backfield. Going to the right-hand side, and there it is again. That is Buddy with a 15-yard reception. That's his 6th of the day, and he has 133 yards, Tony.
Buddy is having an incredible game receiving. 179 yards is the record for Toledo. We'll see if he gets there.
Yeah, and look, we've seen a couple games. Last week we saw some records, go down. So it's always fun to see that. But here we go. 2 receivers, 1 on the top, 1 on the bottom. But it's a handoff. That's Kretzler stiff-arming his way for 11 yards and another Toledo 1st down.
I called King Raw out in chat earlier saying that Rock Rhodes maybe not the most humble and selfless person. I think he is. The rushing attack has been so effective.
And here goes Auburn rolling out to the left, going to the end zone, and it's a touchdown. Hashimoto with the 7-yard catch at the back of the end zone.
His first reception of the night for Amari Hashimoto. The freshman wide receiver puts his name in the stat book and in the hearts of the Toledo fans. Maybe even the NIU fans aren't going to like that one. Taking the 10-point lead are the Rockets. I'm wondering if the Rocket Man is celebrating on that one, David.
He is. Tony, look, all of a sudden down by 10. The Huskies have had an overall good game. What do they got to do on this drive to get some points?
They've had success rushing the football on 1st down has set them up in good field position for 2nd down. Then they've got to throw it on 2nd down, and that's where they've been driving down the field.
Let's see what Olive can do. 2 receivers at the bottom. He's going to hit it off the Dustin Roller going forward and get 6 yards. Good carry on 1st down.
Yeah, just like we said, a nice job rushing the football there on 1st down. Sets up the 2nd and 4. This is when I think you take a shot, maybe hit a corner route for about 15 yards.
We'll see what Olive does, and he's going to hand it off to Roller again, but Roller loses 2 yards. 3rd down and 6 all of a sudden, Tony.
Yes, it is. Ryan Jorgensen making a fantastic play, using a little bit of an inside move on that tackle, getting into the backfield, setting up the 3rd and 6.
Thanks to our Twitch chat, Silent Ninja said they have to score points to get points. I never knew that, Tony. I never knew. And here goes Olive. 2 receivers to the bottom screen. He's under a little bit of pressure, throwing to the right. That was almost picked off. Not a smart throw.
No, very, very dangerous throw there. That's Devontae Jackson, the junior corner, coming up with the deflection. That could have been an interception, could have been 6, and they're going to punt. Toledo has the momentum, like you said. I'll admit, David, the momentum has flipped, and this one and a touchdown here could put it away.
Well, congratulations. According to Hall, Buddy and Albert both have completed the single game passing and receiving touchdown record. So congratulations, young men.
Oh, that's unbelievable for them. Congratulations.
Here's Auburn. He's got 3 receivers to the top of the screen, 1 at the bottom. He's going to hand it off to Rock Rhodes, but Rock Rhodes loses a yard.
Yes, they do. Benjamin Payne in the backfield again for his 3rd tackle for loss. Sets up the 2nd and 11. Quick update on the Twitch game. Ohio State is taking the commanding lead 40-19 with 2 minutes left.
Yeah, that game seems to be all but over. Let's see what Toledo can do here. If they can put this game all but over. As Auburn, a quick throw to the right-hand side. He has his receiver. That's Nolan Ellis, a 3-yard reception.
A bubble screen always looks dangerous, but that one had just enough air under it to make sure it got over the defensive end on that left edge.
Auburn, 3 receivers to the top of the screen, 1 to the bottom. Rock Rhodes in the backfield. He's staying back to block. And a little bit of protection, but they finally crashed, and that's an incomplete pass, and Auburn took a hit.
He took a big hit there. That was Drew Brandt coming off that outside edge, getting into the backfield, pressure on Auburn. Again, not sure if that's a fumble. You know, the CFSL is pretty strict on what the fumble rules are. That one's going to bounce into the back or through the back of the end zone. NIU will have the ball with 4.5 minutes, 3 timeouts, down 10.
Well, we said the other game was all but over. Clemson says otherwise. A long touchdown pass down the side of the field. All of a sudden, it's 40-26 pending the extra point.
Oh, goodness.
Well, there's Dustin Roller, a 2-yard carry, 2nd down and 2. You know, the first half he was at almost, I think, 80-something yards. The second half, he has hardly carried the ball for any success.
Yeah, the defense is really keyed in on him here in the second half.
Here's Olive under center, got a tight end in motion. He's gonna fake the handoff, throw the middle of the field, and that is a huge play. Nate Decker, 14 yards and a first down for the Huskies.
NIU hasn't really gone over the middle of the field as much as Auburn and Toledo have, especially that connection to Meekins, which we saw in the first half. Right there, kind of that first one we've seen, and it worked for him.
Now look, under 4 minutes left. The Huskies have got to score pretty quickly. Got a receiver moving from left to right. 2 in the backfield. It's going to be an option play. Olive holding on to it himself. Goes down, but he gets the first down, Tony.
He does get the first down, you're right. 7 rushes for 2 yards. Definitely not the most prolific rusher. Doing just enough to get it there. Didn't pitch it. Smart to hold on to it for the first down.
Here we go. Olive, 2 receivers at the top. He's going to hand it off to Roller. Roller's got some room on the left-hand side. He gets 9 yards. See what Toledo does not need to let Roller going if they want to try to secure this win.
As Hall, the head coach for Toledo, says keep the clock moving, and that's what they're doing. They have to get it to the end zone.
Here we go. Olive has got 2 receivers on top, 1 the bottom. Roller staying back to block. Olive going downfield. He has his receiver. The Huskies with the touchdown. Justice Hall, 43 yards.
That's Justice Hall's 2nd touchdown reception of the night. Congratulations to him for that. A fantastic throw by Olive as well. 2 touchdown receptions for Hall. Also ties the Northern Illinois receiving touchdown single game record. Get the howls in chat. We've got a ball game here. No onside kick. They're going to trust the defense. We're in for a thriller end of this ball game.
Yes, we are, Tony. A 3-point game with a little over 3 minutes left. Rock Rhodes, a 12-yard return. Toledo's going to come out. They need to listen to Hall, what he was saying in chat a minute ago. Run the clock. Let's see what this offense does now.
All right, put the ball in Rock Rhodes and KJ Kretzer's hands.
And the first play is going to go to Rock Rhodes. He's running to the right. A stiff arm. He has some room, and he gets 5 yards. What a great first carry.
That was a fantastic carry. You're right. And that is Devin O'Connell coming up with the tackle, keeping him only at a 5-yard gain. The clock is continuing to run, though.
Albert's got 2 receivers on top, 1 to the bottom. Kretzler's in the backfield right now, and he's going to get the carry here. A stiff arm, but he still loses 1.
Yeah, and NIU is going to call that first time out. If they can stop him here, they're going to have lots of time to move down the field.
Auburn, 2 receivers at the top, 1 to the bottom. Kretzler in the backfield. Auburn going downfield, but does not find his receiver. Boy, that would have been a huge play.
That would have been. And the wind, as we've said all night, is at the back of the quarterback, throwing to the right of the screen. That's another fantastic stop by NIU. Did exactly what they needed. They'll get the ball in good field position. 2 timeouts, 2 minutes left. Also, welcome to everybody just joining us from the conclusion of the Ohio State-Clemson game. We've had a back and forth battle here tonight. NIU took the early lead. Toledo came back, and now it's down to a 3-point ball game.
Absolutely, Tony. And what you said, the Huskies have 2 timeouts with 2 minutes. They're at almost midfield. They only need a field goal to tie the game. A touchdown will put them in the lead. Let's see what Olive and this offense can do. Last couple of drives, their offense has been a lot stronger, more consistent. Olive, 3 receivers at the top of the screen, 1 to the bottom. Dustin Roller in the backfield. He fakes the handoff. Olive going to the right-hand side, and he hits Justice Hall for 14 yards. That's a huge play.
Is a huge play. Fantastic performance for Hall, and he's having a career night tonight.
He is, and he had the huge touchdown on the last play. Olive under center. You got a wide receiver in motion from the bottom coming to the top. He's got protection going downfield and almost picked off. Chad Wendell almost had that, Tony.
Chad Wendell could have ended the ball game right there. The Spencer, Iowa native just couldn't hold on to it.
Hey, Clark, we appreciate you coming over here from the Twitch. Here's Olive under center, tight end in motion. He's going to do a check down pass, has his receiver. That's Nate Decker, Tony, with a 9-yard reception.
Yeah, smart there. Almost picked up the first down. Clock is going to continue to run. No need to panic, though. You're still in great field position.
Absolutely. Olive going under center again with 2 receivers, 2 in the backfield. A fake handoff. He's got time. Going to pass to the left-hand side. He's got his receiver, and that is another first down. That's Max Stolsky with a 3-yard reception.
First reception of the night for Stolsky. None more clutch than that with so much time for Olive, but still found his man.
He's under center again. 2 receivers, 1 at the top, 1 at the bottom. And it's going to be a handoff to Roller on the right-hand side. Roller got 5 yards. He's approaching, or he just hit 100 yards on that carry, Tony.
Yes, he did. And they're going to call a timeout. Late timeout, 1 minute left under center here.
Yeah, kind of shot they called the timeout, but here we go. Olive under center again. He's throwing to the right-hand side. He has his receiver. That's Bernal, but he's not able to get out of bounds. The clock will keep going. 52 seconds.
Vontae Jackson with the tackle.
Here we go. Olive under center. You have to be quick, and Olive's going to keep it himself. He's running on the right-hand side. He's got the first down and more. He slides. 41 seconds left. We've got some drama. First down and 10 for the Huskies. Olive under center. He's got some time. He's going to the end zone. Touchdown! The Huskies! They have taken the lead with 36 seconds left. 41-38, Tony.
Unbelievable. I don't believe they might review that one because that was close. Otherwise, that would be some toe drag swag. That is Justice Hall again with this 3rd receiving touchdown, which sets an NIU record. They have taken the lead, David, but 36 seconds, 3 timeouts. Toledo could do it. Oh my goodness, what a ball game.
Well, I am glad they didn't review it. I put way too much into that call for them to review. Take it back, Tony. Here we go. 4-point game, though. 36 seconds left. We have seen some exciting finishes this year in the CFSL. Are we in store for another one? And this is a nice return. Rock Rose, 17 yards.
Yes, it is. You're right. You have those 3 timeouts, so the middle of the field is not out of the question yet, but still make sure you can get down the field quickly. Got to be looking. You're around 10, 15 yards out routes, some corner routes, or over the middle of the field on some posts.
Well, called for Alberta Buddy to set it up. Let's see. Would it be a bad play? It's going to be a screenplay to Rock Rhodes, the right-hand side. He's got some room. He had a blocker, and Rock Rhodes with the first down. Huge play for Toledo to come out. 25 seconds,
I
Tony.
don't believe it. A huge play on the screen.
Here we go. Albert's got 4 receivers to the top, to the bottom. He's going to keep it himself. He's running, and he's got a first down. That's going to stop the clock while they reset the chain. 20 seconds left. And actually, Toledo used a timeout.
Definitely think the coaches want him to slide on that one.
Here's Albert. He's got a tight end in motion. 2 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. He's going to throw this one away. Stop the clock. 17 seconds left, Tony. Down by 4. They're across midfield. This is some exciting drama, CFSL. I hope you're ready. Auburn's got 3 receivers at the top, 1 to the bottom. He's got time. He throws to the right-hand side, and that's going to be short as Castleberry, a 9-yard reception. It's shorter than first down, Tony. 8 seconds. They're going to have to hurry up clock it. 6, 5, 4, 3. They're not going to clock it. They're going to go for it all. And they're going to pass it. It's a short pass. I am shocked. That's Meekins at 3rd, and that is going to end the game.
Yeah, that's a bit of an anticlimactic ending on that one. I definitely thought we would at least see a throw to the end zone. But, David, we've got the first win of the season for NIU. As you can see, the play of the game here is a connection between Olive and his number one target tonight, Justice Hall. A fantastic performance by both teams, but just enough in the snow was NIU.
Absolutely. And I want to thank our executive producer, Mike Peters, our associate producer, Austin Crow, as well as my broadcast partner, Tony Papal, for tonight's action. On behalf of our broadcast crew, I'm David Ware. You've been watching the CFSL on PX1 Sports on YouTube. And we're going to see you at 9 as Miami and Pittsburgh are on Twitch, Ohio and Eastern Michigan on YouTube. So we'll see you guys shortly.